Fire away.
So how'd practice go, and how excited are you for the game Sunday?
Yeah, it's good. Guys are in good spirits. I'll be a little bit of an extended week here with a Saturday and then a Sunday game. So guys are fighting at the bit to get out there and get 3 points on our home field.
How about the offensive attack? You guys, looked good last weekend, but just couldn't, find the net. What do you think about this weekend?
Yeah, we've, like we do every week, we continue to work on both sides of the ball. I think there'd be real concerns if we weren't creating chances, but at the end of the day, we're creating pretty clear-cut chances. Just a matter of now of finding the back of the net.
Mm-hmm. We don't know for sure. We haven't had a chance to ask Caleb if Diego's going to be in there, but if he is, how does that change your role, or does it change your role at all?
No, not necessarily. No matter if it's Diego, George, whoever it may be, my role's pretty clear in terms of sitting in front of the back four as a holding midfielder. So not much changes whoever the personnel in there with me would be.
Does it change the tempo or the technique you guys use anymore?
Not necessarily. I mean, when you look at the team that we've had in our formation and the style of play, we've always kind of played with two holding midfielders. If one guy goes and has a bit more freedom, the other's got to sit, and vice versa. So, again, probably not what you want to hear, but it's pretty simple between those two guys, and not much changes.
Jack, now that you're back in the lineup in the role that you kind of prefer and have played throughout most of your career, are you feeling rejuvenated at all?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's always good. I think as a professional, you always want to be playing and in the lineup. So it's obviously nice to get back in there and give your best for the team, for the club, and for the fans especially. So yeah, it's exciting to get back into the starting lineup, and now it's just a matter of us getting out there and getting results.
How's your role different from it was maybe earlier on in your Timbers career when you were also in the field?
Yeah, I think when if you're looking all the way back to 2011, maybe it's changed in the sense that in 2011 I had a little bit more freedom going forward and getting in the attack. But I'm still going to try to pick my moments as I did last game. There's a few times where I could get in the box and maybe do a bit better in terms of getting out in the end of things.
You have been with the team since day one and been a big part of the success. How much are you enjoying the game right now?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think to see some of the young guys that we've had since the beginning, and even some guys that we've gotten in the past few years, and see them grow up in this league, in the culture that's been established here in the club, and see them grow not only on the field but off the field as well, is something that's special for a guy like myself. And now I think it's a matter of us rewarding this club and rewarding the fans with trophies.
What do you think the biggest things that you have to watch out for with LA are going to be?
I mean, I think, you look at their midfield and they've been pretty consistent over the past couple of years. Obviously, they're losing Landon is something that is probably going to hurt them, and they're still adjusting to. But you see them that first game, and they're very dangerous going forward. With a guy like Keane, you've always got to be aware, and something that I've always got to be looking for over my shoulder, because he's very good at picking those spaces and those gaps to really hurt you.
There have been a couple of changes. How would you say the chemistry on the club is right now?
Yeah, it's one thing that I can honestly say is never really changed in terms of the locker room. We've got an unbelievable group of guys, and nothing has changed this year. So I think that definitely helps when you step on the field. All 11, 20 guys, whatever you want to say, on that day are fighting for one another, and that helps you get results along the way.
We haven't really spoken to you since last week, so I was just wondering, what's your kind of your reaction to the game, getting the CBA done next week? What you guys got for the players?
Yeah, I think for us, it was a matter of, once that was over, focusing on the game. It's hard to transition, especially for Nat and myself coming back. We didn't get back till Thursday night, so we had one day of training. So for us, it was good to get back into training, get a good session on Friday, and get the game underway, and kind of put that aside because it was a long couple of days working out that deal, and so it's good to get back home and get it back on the soccer field.
How do you feel about the deal itself?
Yeah, it's a deal that in negotiations you give a little to get a little. And I think at the end of the day, it was a fair deal for both the players and the league. I don't think anybody would say that they necessarily, won, but it was a fair deal. And in terms of the sport, it keeps it moving in the direction that we're all looking forward to. It's on an upward swing, and we want to continue that going. So all in all, it's a fair deal.
A lot of the guys ask when you get back, how often did they ask you about it?
Well, we were in continuous talks with them along the way. I think that was important along the process. With all that, it was a difficult situation, making sure that stuff didn't come out of the room there. But You know, we met with them as soon as we got back and informed them on everything that was going down and what had happened. And I think all in all, guys are just ready to be back out here training and playing games, so it was good.